Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm just thinking our producer said to sing on the show, and I don't think anyone wants to hear that. So, which I think, Dave, you have a fantastic radio voice, and maybe one day you should be on the other end of the camera. So, to everyone, hello, and welcome to another week of Soulfully Guided. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching the replay or you're here live. Let us know you're here, and tell us what you think about the show, how it works for you, how it doesn't. Always welcome to what you think. And this morning, as I started to get ready, so we are going to go into a caller today as well. So if you're wanting a mini reading, please call in or tune in and let our producer know so we can get that reading for you live. I had the pleasure of, for the first time, listening to the radio show live today as I was getting ready. I thought, I'm not going to do a dance off in front of the mirror, as I usually do. That's my Thursday thing, my dorky Thursday thing to get me hyped up for the show, but hopefully not too hyped up. So really wanted to shout out from Stephanie Cohen right through to Kelly, which was, I had to tune off a few minutes before. What amazing readers and hosts. A1R, Psychic Radio, Moonstruck TV have a phenomenal range of readers and all gifted in their own right, in their own way, and huge shout out to them. Very enjoyable to watch. So what I wanted to talk about today is we mentioned a little bit about finding inner peace through spiritual exploration in our meetup group. So basically, we're looking for diverse ways that are spiritual and non-spiritual that will help us grow, whether it be our mindset, open our mind, try new things, and explore different ways of finding your happy place and your mindset and being internally feeling good. So I'm going to introduce someone next week, and her name is Candice. So I will allow Candice to introduce herself, but we're going to collaborate. So Candice, we've got Michelle in Portland. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good, thank you, Michelle. Bear with me one sec. So I was just introducing Candice, and Candice will be on the show next week if you want to tune in. We'll be offering a session on past life regression with our meetup group, and Candice will be talking about that and herself next week. And I really look forward to having her on the show this time next week. So getting back to Michelle, thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Great. So I'm a tarot reader. I'd love to do a reading for you. Is there anything in particular you'd like to ask about for your reading today?
No, nothing in particular. Just a general reading would be fine.
I love general readings. Excellent. Okay. So just connect with you. Okay. So I'm just shuffling the cards, connecting with you, and getting ready for your general read.
Okay.
Let's have a general read. Okay. And what area would that be, please? Okay. So general read. Take some advice and guidance. And an outcome. Okay. Okay. So while connecting with you, your cards say one thing, and you're like you're at an in-between stage. Do you have a lot of thoughts at the moment? You're getting a bit of pressure on like just a little bit of pressure, not a headache, but a lot going on in the mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. So very manageable. But what we want to connect that with your reading, Michelle, is we're going to go into your general reading, and it's like it's a time to reflect and contrast and sort of break cycles and change things. Look, I feel there could be a bit more focus on your emotional well-being and your emotional needs. Um, it's been hard for you setting boundaries and getting in that mindset to put yourself first, even when people have given you promises they couldn't fulfill or keep. Not even to intentionally hurt you, but just, people not being able to commit to what they've said. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So, what I want to do is when we look at the outcome, it seems to be that there's still heartache and hurt and sort of, you know, the need to speak up. So, instead of just finishing that way, we want to explore how we can break that cycle where you're feeling like no matter how much you try, how much logic, perseverance, effort, and time you put into your daily routine, the connections you have, and enjoying life, it seems that we want to break that cycle of you feeling hurt or finishing last. And I think the way we can do that is, you know, we want to avoid people rushing into your life and expecting too much, suddenly and sort of with, speed and erraticness and, at an uncomfortable rate that's too much for you, whether that be in your relationships and, your physical sort of well-being in life. I think this is a time for exploring your spark and getting your spark back, because having that spark and that passion and that enjoying life and fulfillment, that's going to set a platform for all other areas of your life, for your routine, your responsibilities, your emotions, your boundaries, and your mental mindset and well-being. How are you feeling about that?
That sounds good. I definitely need to focus on myself. It's very true.
Okay. Now, what I want to emphasize is you're not obligated to do anything that we say as a reader. It is purely for your best interest and with all our heart that we offer you. There is a challenge that if we don't shift these and start thinking of yourself a little bit more and what you're getting out of life, it's going to repeat a cycle where we said earlier that we're always going to be finishing last, and you're going to be the one hurt. So it doesn't mean that you need to shut off to the world. Just don't, be more compassionate to yourself, what you do with your time, your energy, your interest and things like that, which is boundary setting, especially when you know someone cannot fulfill their word and you see through that, but yet you still, with the goodness of your heart, give them a place. And it's not even in a toxic way. It's just that you read people well, but you give them a lot of you. So you want to choose the right people to give all of you to, rather than selling yourself short and giving it to everyone. I think this can be physically exhausting and draining, not to mention all the other effects it has. And it's it's a time to think outside the box and be greedier with your time as well. Have you considered going on a holiday?
If I could right now, I would. I
Yes.
definitely need to go and just do relaxing things in general. I haven't been out in nature or anything like that in a long time.
I think the holiday is the center of your attention right now. If you can even get a day trip on your own or get some time away just to be you and do something, even if it's doing nothing all day, that is the center that will sort of spark your interest and understand that you want more than, what you've got right now and how to achieve that on all levels. So the main theme is about your passion and getting your spark back and your drive to enjoy your life and, think more, as a lot of us tend to need to think more about ourselves. And that's not in a negative sense. The more you cater for your own needs, the better you can be for those around you that you choose to have in your life. So it's not selfish at all. It's actually it should be part of your self-care regime.
Okay.
Now, I really want to stress, if we don't do this, it's going to consume you a lot more. And you know, if you need help, sort of shifting, you know, you can do it. You can do this on your own, but if you wanted further help, whether that be counselling or, you know, you want to explore self happiness and development and chip away at the layers of yourself. Because if we sort of don't start putting your needs first and finding time for yourself, whether it be that day trip or a longer holiday when that's possible, you're going to end up your heart always lacking and feeling pain and sort of quietly feeling like you're always finishing last. So it's important to speak up as well. How do you feel about that?
It's absolutely relatable. I actually am in counseling. I am just having mental health issues, I guess, and I do have like a people pleasing problem where I will, you know, give, like you said, give a lot of myself and then not receive anything back. So I literally am at like a stagnant point where I'm stuck. So I don't have like a spark, like a reason really. I don't want to say reason to live, but no excitement or anything like that in my life. So it's 100% true.
Yeah, that spark and that passion. Look, you're welcome to watch the replay. You're at a crossroad, really. It's that compare and contrast. It's sort of this or that, and you see it nicely in your reading. Please do watch the replay if it can help you again. It is nothing you cannot handle. This is a big challenge, and wars and behaviours you've been living with your whole life. It's going to take time to break them down and shift between thinking for your better good towards people pleasing. It is not impossible. It's going to be tough, but it will give you a better quality life that you can enjoy.
Thank you.
You are so welcome, Michelle. Thank you for coming on the show and being so open and available for me to read for you. To everyone else, please stay tuned, please tune in next week for our show with Candace, and we'll be talking about an event we'll be hosting on past life regression, and I'll be learning about that too. Thank you. See you next week.